Fucking religion. More blood is spilled fighting over invisible ghosts than anything else in human history. We need an abundance of proof for everything else in our lives. Burglary, fraud, Epstein. But religion? No proof necessary because the blind have faith. And that's good enough for Tammy, Amir, and Baruch. Look, you've got the three biggest religions on the planet, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, acting like they're completely unrelated strangers who can't agree on what day it is. Zoom out far enough and the family resemblance is embarrassingly obvious. The truth is, these are not three separate franchises. They're one long, catastrophically mismanaged intellectual property, with the same origin story and three unhinged directors fighting over the final cut. It starts with the pilot, the big guy, God. Always a man who looks just like one of us schmucks. Humanity was, and basically still is, acting like unsupervised frat boys who found the liquor cabinet. Enter Moses, history's original exhausted middle manager. God hands him some rules engraved on stones because he couldn't figure out how to use the printer. Moses stomps down from the mountain with the Torah, slams the stone tablets on a conference table, and says, "Here's the covenant. Do not make me go back up there." Judaism looks at that and goes, "Perfect, certified, laminated, done." No sequels, no reboots, no "actually God had a kid" fanfic. Keep the original contract, observe the commandments, and try not to get exiled again. They've been keeping it locked down for 4,000 years, and they're not about to let some late-season plot twist rewrite the lore. Then this guy Josh, Jesus. He walks in, and Christianity drops a twist nobody asked for. Same God, same universe, but plot reveal, this guy is the Messiah. And, also God, but in a human body this time. He supposedly died, came back, left again a few days later, and we're still waiting for him to show up on a bus somewhere for the grand finale of humanity. Judaism, still holding the original receipts, responds with the theological equivalent of a slow blink. Respectfully, Jesus? Absolutely not. The Messiah checklist exists for a reason. World peace? No. Davidic kingdom restored? No. Dying on a Roman execution device and calling it salvation? That's not a checkbox. That's a hard pass. Christianity fully commits to the bit. Jesus isn't just a solid teacher with good vibes and some parables. He's the entire salvation infrastructure. The old law? Adorable, but mostly decorative now. Faith in the protagonist? Load-bearing wall. They ran with it so hard they eventually splintered into Catholic, Orthodox, Protestant, and roughly 45,000 boutique denominations. Because the moment you introduce personal interpretation to a religion, apparently everyone becomes a pope. Then, a few centuries later, Islam walks in the room like the showrunner who's watched both previous seasons and cannot believe what a mess it's become. Bruh, both of you, sit down. Moses? Cool. Jesus? Prophet, solid arc, phenomenal supporting role. But not divine. He most def ain't God. And there is no Trinity, because that's not how monotheism works. No exceptions. Muhammad has the final, unedited, directors-approved, definitive edition, the Quran. We're done here. Except nobody is ever done here, because Judaism is still waiting on the actual Messiah, and frankly, seems fine with that. 4,000 years of patience is a personality test at this point. No wonder Jews are so cranky. Christianity already closed the loop and rolled the credits. The line closed, but Jesus left a voicemail. The only issue is the kid was supposed to arrive for his third and final encore in 1000, 1990, 2000, 2010, and, well, you get the gist. Islam says there was a finale, it was Muhammad's, and if you missed it, that is entirely your problem. Same divine IP. 3 completely irreconcilable series finales. 3 traditions absolutely convinced they've got the uncut version, and everyone else is watching a bootleg. The theological core of the whole catastrophe comes down to one question that's been generating wars, inquisitions, schisms, and strongly worded academic papers for millennia. Who speaks for God? And did that contract ever close? Same God. 3 very confident, deeply incompatible theologies. Pass the popcorn. This franchise has been running longer than any civilization that tried to cancel it, and the renewal orders keep coming. And sadly, I have a feeling the entire adolescent society west of India will end itself before any of them realizes they were most likely all wrong. What's left of your world is yours, Asia. A world without religion is a world without hate.